Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys another super flat, super versatile, tension-free knotless crochet. This time we're not doing the rubber band method. We're going to braid them all the way back. This beginner method I have is very specific, so if you want to see how I achieve this look, grab your notes and let's get started. Today's video is brought to us by our friends over at Toyotress. They sent me over 8 packs of their 14-inch Boho Isand Twist with human hair curls. Straight out of the pack, you can see this is a mix of Senegalese twists with curly ends and boho pieces spread throughout. These come pre-looped for quick installation, and 8 packs is more than enough for a full head. Fresh out the pack, you can see the hair is on the stiff side, so I'm just going to use my travel steamer to gently loosen up the twist and soften up the curls. I just passed the steamer over the hair for a few seconds, and you'll notice the texture instantly relaxes and it moves more naturally. Here's a shot of all 8 bundles steamed and ready for install. I need to be able to switch this style out quick, so I'm going to be using a mesh weaving cap, and this one has the silicone band on the inside. The silicone band will keep the net from moving around on my head. I already tried the net on to see where it would fit on my head. You see I marked out where the top and the sides are supposed to be. The net was also on the large side, so to adjust the size, I gathered it into a pony, secured it with a rubber band, and now I'm just securing the ends of the net to the back of it with one of the twists. These twists are well structured, so to get them through the crochet hook, the best thing to do is to grab it right where the twist ends. If you try to grab where the boho hair is, it's going to get snagged every time. So for faster install, make sure you're grabbing right where the twist ends. For this cap, I'm only going to be installing 6 of the packs because I'm going to need the rest for install in the front. This hair is very full, so you want to make sure you space them out a lot in the back. Even though my hair is grown a bit in the back, long enough for me to braid, I really don't want to do all of that today. So that's why I'm going with the half cap method. And see, I got just enough for some ponytails in the back. Because the pre-loops on the twist are pretty hard, I can only imagine trying to do a traditional crochet. The knots are going to be pretty big, and you know, sometimes it can cause more tension when you're looping it through again. So we're going to do the knotless way. Basically, instead of cornrowing everything back, we're going to add the hair into the cornrows as we go along. This method is also going to give us the illusion parting effect because we're going to work block by block. I showed you guys how to do this in a previous Toyotress video with their boho locks, and it was a smash hit. This is hands down my favorite method. There's absolutely no tension. You can easily put the hair up in a pony same day. There's no knots, and the hair lays flat and looks super natural. The only thing I'm doing different this time is I'm going to actually braid everything down instead of using rubber bands. The only reason I used rubber bands back in May is because my hair was still a little too short to braid. In the last video, I also did the entire head. This time I'm just going to do the front. This is the goal. We want it to lay as flat as possible. This method works amazing for people with hair types like mine. My hair is very fine and fragile, so it cannot hold a whole lot of weight. And if you've ever worn full crochet like this, you know the longer the hair is, the heavier it can be. This is 14 inches and it already has a good amount of weight on it. So this is going to be my go-to method from here on out. So if you guys are following along, I'm going to give you a step-by-step on how I actually installed these. First, you want to part off a small section of hair in your row. And then we're going to add one of the twists to that section. It should lay flat on your roots. We're going to pull the twist out of the way, and then we're going to grab one more slice of hair behind it. This is going to serve as our anchor. We're going to grab all of the natural hair and we're going to braid it down. Once you're done with that first braid, we're going to clip it out of the way, everything out of the way, and then we're going to repeat the same steps on the next slice of hair. Section it off and add a twist to it. Once you move that twist out of the way, move on to grabbing your next slice of hair going backward. This time, instead of braiding the two of those pieces together, this is going to serve as two legs of a third braid. So we're going to grab that last slice, that middle slice that's hooked onto the twist, and that first braid from our anchor. And then we're going to start braiding backward with these three legs. You should be able to move your twist from left to right, back and forth with ease. Now all you have to do is repeat the same steps going all the way back. I'm only going up to the top of my head because we're going to do a half and half, but if you are doing a full head of crochet, you can very well continue this pattern all the way to the very back. Once you're done, your install should look something like this. You see how all of the pieces are laying flat in between each other. There are no knots, and I can easily pull this up with no tension. And for reference on how dense this hair is, remember I saved 2 of the packs to install in the front. So the front is a full 2 packs. I'm only going to wear this style in a half up, half down. So all I have to do is just put my cap on. Remember, I have the silicone on the inside of it to keep it from sliding. I just want you guys to think about the options you have. You don't have to wear your cap as far back as I did. You can wear it further up and only leave the perimeter line out, and you can still get the same effect. However you decide to do this is totally up to you. Remember guys, my hair, my choice. Even though I am wearing a cap for this install, I wanted to show you guys how this hair would look if you installed the full amount. This is how it looks completely down. We're just going to pretend I don't have a cap on, but you can see what I'm getting at here. The other great thing about this method is the ease of takedown and the ability to save the hair for later use. You don't have to worry about damaging it too much. In today's economy, we definitely need more options to save money. That completes today's video, you guys. As always, if you learned something, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and tell a friend. Special thanks to our sponsors at Toyotress. All of the tools and products used in today's video will be listed in the description box below, along with a link to this hair. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button on your way out. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.